Let's get started with a quick review of the tapping points. The first one is the karate chop point. This is right here on the side of your hand. And the karate chop point is what we tap when we do what's called the setup phrase. The setup phrase has the purpose of focusing your conscious and your unconscious attention on the problem. It's sort of the way that you aim. The setup phrase has two parts. The first part is where you identify the problem, and the second part is where you tell your unconscious, it's okay, I'm not the problem. So what you say is, while you're tapping, you say, even though I have this, let's say just for example, belief that I'm not good enough. Even though I have this belief I'm not good enough, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now you can say, I accept myself anyway, or I love and accept myself. And if that's hard for you, then you can say, I'm okay, or I'm working on it anyway. So feel free to modify that as you need. Okay, so once we've done the setup phrase, which we repeat 3 times while we're tapping the karate chop point, even though I have this limiting belief, which we'll specify, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. And again, you can substitute your own words. We say that 3 times, and then we go through the tapping points, which are the top of the head, which is right here, not back here on the crown, but right smack in the middle. Again, I like to have you pat your head so that you'll get it. It kind of moves around. It seems to be different for different people. I have a little instrument that can tell where it is. And then the eyebrow point, which is on the inside end of your eyebrow. And then the next point is the corner of the eye, the side of the eye point. That's on the bone here. It's not back here on the temple. It's not so close in that it's on the soft part of your eye where you're blinking. Just right here on the temple, on the bone. And then under the eye, again on the bone, right in the middle. Under the nose, right in the middle. This is called the chin point, even though it's in the indentation and not on the chin itself, right there. The collarbone point, sort of the same as the head, as I say, use the flat of your hand right here so that you can get the whole area, because it's kind of hard to pinpoint. Just the flat of your hand will send the vibration where it needs to go. And finally, under the arm, it's about 4 inches below the armpit on your side. Now you can cross over, you can tap on one side, you can tap on the other side, you can tap on both at the same time even, it doesn't matter, it's all going to be effective. So while we're tapping, we're going to be saying what's called the reminder phrase. The reminder phrase keeps your unconscious mind, keeps you focused and reminding you what we're working on, what the target is. So it's like a shortened version of what the first part of the setup phrase. For example, the setup phrase was, even though I have this limiting belief, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. When you're going to be tapping, you're going to be saying, this limiting belief, this limiting belief, this limiting belief, this limiting belief, and so on. We only go in order because it helps us to remember all of the points. So that's the only reason that that's important too. You'll be following along, so you don't have to remember the points right now. I mean, what I've just shown you is basic EFT. It's called the basic recipe. Now, there are variations on EFT, and you're going to see me use them in the video, such as what's called open tapping, which is where we kind of freestyle it when we're going through the tapping points instead of just sticking to the reminder phrase, and what's called choices tapping, where we do some positive reframing in the process. Now, again, if you want more information about that, I've got lots of free information on my website. You don't have to really understand what we're doing in order to get the benefits. So as long as you just tap along, you will definitely be making progress.